Did you know that every animal and pet has a story? And did you know that we can learn so much about humanity through the stories of the animal world? Because I would love to share how people and animals aren't that different and how we can learn so much about ourselves through the stories of animals. See, I'm very grateful to be a public speaking coach and a fulfillment mindset coach. And I get to work with people from all walks of life from around the world on how to become more effective and authentic on and off stage. And my passion and mission in life is to bring humanity back into our conversations. But the amazing thing is, even though I've had tons of experience with human beings, I first learned about the human potential and values through animals. You see, when I was a little girl, my mum used to tell me stories about how we had a dog called Sam. And she said when she first brought me home from the hospital, she felt an instant connection between Sam and I. She said that Sam would follow me around anywhere that my mum would take me. One of the things that made the biggest difference in my mum's life was that my dad used to work night shifts at times. And so my mum would sometimes be afraid to be home alone, have to walk in the middle of the night to the bathroom, or to even leave me alone in the cot. But she shared with me how Sam used to sleep very happily in his little bed in the corner of the room until I came home and he refused to leave my bedroom at night. So Mum set up the bed for Sam next to my cot, and she knew every single night he was looking out for me. And the only time he would leave my bedside would be to walk over to my mum's room when he knew she had to go to the bathroom and could hear sounds. Walk her to the bathroom, walk her back, and then return to protect me next to the cot. When I heard this story, I brought so much awareness into the realm of kindness. And I realized the power of being kind and how much it made a difference to my mum's life. And I was so grateful. So from that day onwards, I started to live by my value of kindness. And I thought, if Sam can do this, so can I. I even learned the power of gratitude through animals. When I was a teenager, I was sitting in the car and we were going down a road. A windy road where in the distance I could see a bird flying up and down and up and down. And every time a car would go by, it would fly up and then it would go and hover back over something on the road and consistently do this with every car. And I thought, why is this bird putting itself in danger? What could be so important on the ground that it needs to do this? As we approached closer and closer to the bird, I realized that the bird was hovering over another dead bird on the ground. In that moment, a huge sense of sadness came into my body, and I realized that in life, we don't know when we're going to pass away. In that car as a teenager, I realized the power of gratitude and being grateful for what we have right now. And I realized that this bird felt such a strong connection with the other birds. And in life, I wouldn't want to feel a connection with someone else without feeling gratitude for them, because what if I lost them? And the same thing is, I thought if I lived every single day grateful for myself, when I pass away, I will feel a lot more fulfilled. As a teenager, these birds taught me gratitude. And as a young child, Sam taught me the power of kindness. So I'd love you to reflect on your life and think of where have animals impacted you? And where can your curiosity burn to find out more stories that connect you to humanity? The incredible thing is that 60% of Americans now own pets. And in Australia, according to the RSPCA, 62% of Australian households have pets. And there's this beautiful influx of pets coming into the workplace, where they say that in the workplace, animals are allowing more productivity, more teamwork because of a commonality. It's decreasing stress, increasing proactiveness and presence, and it's even allowing people to feel a greater sense of gratitude for having these nice furry friends around. So I'd love for you to reflect on how you could bring animals to more spheres in your life. And I'd love to invite you to share the stories of those animals that have impacted you so we can be the voice of the animals that they wouldn't be able to share, and for us to be able to carry through the stories and the messages around the world to make a difference today. There is so much we can learn from animals, and let's activate our potential for storytelling on behalf of the animal world. And remember to be brave, be vulnerable, and be kind.